Are you struggling to make money? Do you find yourself making a little bit, going back to the beginning, losing it all and having to start all over again? Or are you just not where you want to be? Are you not in the mansions? Do you not have the fast cars? Are you not able to spend the time with your family? Well, I'm going to show you the exact process that you need to be following. And this video is going to be the best video that you've ever seen. So, first thing, okay? This is a 6-step framework, and the first step of this framework is very, very simple. You need to develop a learning mindset. That's the base level. Now, you might not be at this base level, you might be past this, but I'm going to explain this to you and why you need to learn a base mindset. And if you are there, then you are going to agree. The base learning mindset is just moving yourself away from a broke mentality. But if we have a look at the psychology of money, this is one of the best books for learning and understanding what I'm actually speaking about. Okay, you can have a look at YouTube videos and educate yourself on it as you wish. But the psychology of money expresses the difference between not having money at a broke level, making money, and why the lack of education about that and understanding and mindset around success and money will eventually lead you broke if you don't figure it out. And if you don't believe me, you can clearly see that according to the National Endowment for Financial Education, I don't even know how to pronounce that, right? 70% of lottery winners go bankrupt within a few years. This is the important bit. 70%. 70, right? Some people have won hundreds of millions of dollars and gone broke. So clearly, it's not about the amount of money that you make. It must be about managing that money. And why is it that people struggle to manage with that money, even if they have an abundance of money to be hiring people? Well, it is their mindset towards finances and why they are neglecting it. And who buys lottery tickets? Okay, you can see that they found that 28% of Americans who earn less than $30,000 a year buy lottery tickets at least once a week. Okay, they spend $412 a year on lottery tickets. And presumably, okay, people that earn less money, okay, they want to take shortcuts. So if you was listening to this earlier and you was like, but I don't need to learn about mindset, it's likely that you are one of these people that are trying to do this, okay? You're trying to skip learning your mindset and jump all the way to investing your profits, right? You're trying to jump to a position that you're not ready for, right? And why are you not ready for it? Well, because let's say you invest into Shiba. Let's say you invest into a Dogecoin. Let's say you buy one of these meme coins, which everybody is trying to get. You spend a lifetime researching, right? Learning, following that chart. And eventually you invest $1,000 out of the $1,500 you make a month. You get 100x, right? And make 100 grand. Okay, you get 100x and make 100 grand. Well, what does that mean? It's likely that if you are not educated about money and you don't have a deep understanding of your own personal mindset, then it's likely that you're going to come all the way back around here in the next bear market and be at zero. If you don't believe me, ask 99.9% of crypto investors if they are still at the position which they were when they were at the bull market. Not many, if not none, right? But you will see the people that understood, even though they lost money, because they reinvested into this system, okay, which I'm going to show you, because they reinvested into this system, then they were able to go from maybe not being worth 100 mil, right, but they're worth 60. Right, so they went 100 mil, 60. Right, maybe they went to 100 grand, finished at 60 grand. Right, they saved most of their money. Right, the reason is because they built this foundation. I'm going to show you the rest of it now. Okay, so the next step is simple. You need to master your personal finances. So not only do you need to educate yourself about them, you need to take action on the education and master your personal finances. Now, what that means is that you need to understand how much money you are making every single month. So I used to have this scenario, and I'll explain this shortly. I used to be making money, okay? And every time I'd make more money, I would just focus on coming straight back and making even more money. And then what I found out was, right, there were leaks in the system. So even if you keep making more money, if your lifestyle expenses are going up, if it's getting more and more expensive for you to live, you're buying more clothes, you're traveling more, you're spending more on employees that you shouldn't be spending on. Right? Maybe if you're even if you're an employee, you're spending more of your salary than you should be spending. Maybe you got a bigger house when you got a pay rise. Okay, what happens is you have leaks, and by the end of it, you're at the same amount of money that you was earning before you made money. So by the end of it, you're basically in the same position. Now, how you solve that problem, and what I found, okay, one great way to get out of this is very simple. All you do is you download how much money you have spent. Okay, you get your expenses printed out on a PDF. Okay, like this. It's gonna look something like this. Loads of little expenses: McDonald's, Nando's, some crypto.com, the auto deposits or whatever, right? And I'm gonna want you to highlight them. Very simple, right? I want you to highlight each of them. If it's an expense, an unnecessary expense, is gonna be a red. Okay, if it's income, I want it in green. Okay, and if it's a necessary reoccurring expense, we'll put it in yellow. Okay, for example, maybe you can add some more categories however you wish. And then you're gonna know how much money you should actually be making. Okay, you're gonna know, okay, if I'm making $2,000 a month, okay, how much money do I actually need to make? Well, to get to 10K, well, that would be $8,000. Okay, a lot of times people end up in positions where they either get lifestyle hidden expenses coming through once they make more money, or they hit a position where they grow, but they don't actually know what the target is. What's the end goal here? I'm just making money for the sake of it, right? No, you want to know from the beginning your goals, so that when you make the money and you're in the system working on it, you can come back and get these trophies and reward yourself, okay? Because that's what it's about. Now, if that's the green part, if that's the beginning, then what's the next part? Well, in my opinion, it's acquiring a high income skill. Now, even if you have a job, it doesn't matter, because you can have a 9 to 5 and still get rich. You can be a specialist and still get rich. I'll explain what each of these mean in a second. You're a business owner and still get rich, and an investor, obviously we all know you can just buy Shiba and get rich, right? So why is this process so important? Okay, learning a high income skill, even if you're an employee, even if you want to be a business owner, even if you want to be an investor. The reason why you want to learn a high income skill is because this is your asset. You are your own asset. And my friend, in today's society, with AI taking over everybody, with people losing their jobs, and with the market we don't even know what's going on. But I have an idea. You can check my channel if you want to learn more about crypto. I have an idea, but we don't even know. You need to be worth something. Your name, yourself, your skill set needs to have some sort of value, okay? And in the past, what did we do? Okay, in the past, in the 80s, what did we do? Okay, in the 80s, what did we do? Well, we did building, okay? We did building. We had like the Iron Age, right? Not in the 80s, obviously, but in the 80s, it looked like this, okay? We were building all types of things, okay? We all had skills, right? We were doing construction. We were doing engineering, right? This was kind of the last era. It was these guys, and they were all getting paid, not a lot, but they were getting paid, right? They were worth a skill. If anything happened, what could they do? They could go over and learn something new. Well, in today's age, what skills do we have, right? What skills can you learn? Well, you can learn a plethora of skills, right? You can learn marketing, okay? Marketing, does it work? Do these courses work? Should I buy a course? All these questions, I'll answer them right now. Yes, you should, but not at that level, not at the level where you're at now. If you do not have a mastery of your personal finances and an understanding and self-awareness of your mindset, you shouldn't even be buying a course. If you don't have a high income skill, you do not need to buy a course to gain a high income skill. Okay, I'll show you why shortly. But the different skills that we have are very simple, right? Marketing, you can also learn a little bit about social media, because different types of social media, not necessarily social media marketing. Okay, you can learn coding. Okay, coding. You can learn AI, and guys, you can get rich in any one of them, right? Why? Because you can get rich in any one of the segments. You can be a rich employee, you can go work for Jeff Bezos eventually, right? The guy's still an employee. CEOs are still an employee, even if they started the business, they're an employee of their own business, and they're still rich, okay? Business owner, of course. Specialist, of course, okay, which is this one. Investor, of course, right? So, how do you learn this? Okay, if you want to learn it, how do you learn it? The answer is number one, YouTube. There's plenty of information out there on YouTube. Yes, not all the information, you can trust it. That is why I built Side Hustle Club. Side Hustle Club is a Discord link in the description, and I'll show you how to do all of this for free. I'll show you how to do reselling for free, social media for free, and e-commerce for free. My little cousin's 16 years old. He's made $3,000 in the past 90 days, right? When he's starting this now, he's making about $2,000 a month at 16. SMMA, you can make anything from 2 to 10 grand a month. We've got people inside Side Hustle Club doing that. Same thing with reselling, okay? And I'll show you this for free, the whole shebang. You even get an online course. You get an online course right here where you can see we've got hours and hours of step-by-step content for you to go through, right? Step by step. There are PDFs, everything. Every question you've ever had about making money is no longer an objection. If you are not making $5,000 a month and you want to make $5,000 a month, this is the angle to do so. 10 grand, this is the angle to do so, okay? This is going to allow you to have this high income skill. And once you learn it, you will never go broke again because you have the high income skill, which you can always leverage, right? I will never go broke because if I lose all my money, I walk into another place and I'm like, hey, I've got these skills, I'll help you out, but you don't even have to pay me. But if it makes you money, which I know it will, right? Pay me off the profits. Done, no problem. I ask 100 people that, I'm at least getting 20, depending on how good my offer is, maybe even more. Boom, I'm back on my feet, right? 20, 30 grand a month. In some cases, I might even make 100 grand in a month, right? That's because I've got a high income skill. I can run Facebook ads, I can do social media marketing, anything, and you can too, okay? You really can too. So now you understand that you will never be in this position again, where you're making money, you're losing it, and you're starting all over again. You will never be in that position because you will work on your mindset, okay? If you don't know how, I'll show you how in here. We've got ways to work out mindset. You don't even have to buy my stuff, even though this is for free. It's basically a purchase because you're paying with your attention. You don't even have to be interested in that, but just at least, please figure it out. Before jumping to an investor, please figure it out because you're going to go broke. 70% of people go broke. What makes you different? You might have a bit of ego in there. Well, that's the exact reason why you're going to go broke. So either way, your risk is very high. But if you follow this, you are guaranteed to have success. And would you not like to be guaranteed to make money this bull market? Would you not like to become rich this bull market? Filthy rich, be able to take care of your family, friends, travel around the world. Would you not want that? Really? Really? Would you really want to risk trying to figure this out as an investor, make hundreds of thousands of dollars, millions of dollars, right? Imagine how it will feel to lose it all. Because most people do, right? Most people do. So if you was one of the people, you're on that mindset, you're going off on that tangent thinking, I can still, watch these crypto videos, follow these guys and get rich. Well, yeah, you can, but the odds are you're going to lose it after that. So at least please develop your mindset, okay? Master your personal finances, acquire this income skill, and next, start a business, okay? Because this EBSI framework, right, from Robert Kiyosaki is the first book that I read, and it's definitely a book that you should read, okay? So I think it's like EBSI, something like that, okay? This is the best framework to follow. I personally followed this framework. I went from an employee. I actually picked up 3 jobs. So while I was at university, so I was still studying, no excuse. If you're at university, you got all these things going on. I don't give a shit. I did it, right? So please, I know you can do it. Even if you've got a job, you're struggling to get a job, I'll help you. I will actually help you if you message in the Discord, right? Message me what problem you're having. I will help you with it in my spare time, okay? So E, you can definitely get there. You can definitely at least get a job. Then I personally believe that you should become a specialist, right? Build up that skill set. From that skill set, then you take the money from there, right? You might get 5 clients, you're making 5K, okay? You've gone from an employee, making 15, right? Let me get my little pen because I want this to look good. You got an employee, right, for making 1.5K, probably spending most of that on expenses because inflation is rising and nobody wants you to get rich. Okay, the government don't want you to get rich. They definitely don't. Otherwise, they pay people more because they definitely can, because government is on some shit, and you can clearly see that they could pay people more because because look at the salaries that these politicians have got and all this stuff going on. You guys already know, right? They can pay people more. So it's not good to be in this position. Okay, first thing we try to do is we try to make more money from our job. Okay, more money from the resources we've got around us, ask for a pay rise, whatever. If we can't do that, okay, we figure out, master our personal finances. Okay, we look over here, we go to step 2, okay, master personal finance. Once you've mastered it, you should have some money left over because you cut your expenses, you cut that Netflix bill, you cut that Amazon bill, you cut these, you know, these small finances that are just pulling away from you, okay, and you'll have, you know, money to move from. And then you move from this employee sector, okay, to a specialist. You don't need to buy a course, you don't need to do anything. All you need to do is you pay with these eyeballs, right? They look like something else, right? But you pay with these eyeballs, right? Okay, and you study, you build up your skill set, and from that skill set, you then use that money, you scale from 1.5k to 10k. Okay, and if this sounds unbelievable, then guess what? I'll show you somebody that has done this in the past few months. Okay, somebody that has done this through our exact program, through our exact mentorship. This is like the high level chat, and you can see hopefully hitting 10k in the next few months. Had to drop a few clients. Okay, now all my clients are paying $700 or more for social media marketing, and he's currently at 7k per month. Okay, bish bash bosh. He went from an employee, worked on his skill set, Rufus, became a specialist. Well, the next skill is because he's going to need to go from a specialist to growing this to a real business. So he's going to need to do what? Hire employees, manage a team, put his energy into building other people. And where's that going to take him? Well, that can take him anywhere, to be honest, but let's just say 50k. That's only 5x from the 10x that is, from 10k that he's already hit. And from that 10k per month, because he's now at this point, he can then got more money to spend in his education, right? Because you don't just leave this, you keep working on this, right? He's going to put more money into this. He's going to hire an accountant, right? He's going to hire a mindset coach, right? To keep coaching, keep pushing him. Fuel this machine. Personal finance guy, accountant, $800 a month Upwork, right? Mindset guy, $2,000 for a course, right? Maybe $5,000 for a course, but he's making 10k. Who cares, right? Invest into that, builds up his skills, starts a business. Then now he can move on to this part, right? Now he can move on to this part because instead of playing this little silly game, okay, over here, right? $1,000, I'm making $1,500 a month. I'm going to invest $1,000, right? And try to hit 100x. Well, what about if he halves that, right? Divides that by 2, right? And instead of investing $1,000, right? He invests simply $2,000, right? But let me ask you this, if you're making 50k, right? Are you going to invest $2,000? No, you're probably going to be investing 20, probably going to be investing 50, right? $50,000. So now how hard is it really to make 100 grand? Not hard. Not hard. Now what is the risk that he's making? What are the tokens that he's going to have to buy? And he's not going to have to buy a Shiba to make $1 million, is he? He can buy Polkadot. He can buy Ethereum. Ethereum's done a 2x in the past year. But if you put 100 grand into Ethereum, you now got 200 grand sat there. You made 100 grand cash profit. You've still got another 100 grand to last for the next bull run, and you can diversify that however you want to diversify, private sales, crypto, anything you want to do, because it's got more money. Okay? And how long has this taken, you might ask? Well, it has taken Rufus, just like many other people. We've got 40 other people in this group, as you can see. It's around here somewhere. But we've got 40 other people in this group. They're all making money. You could do the exact same thing. It's only took him about 6 months, right? But we are, if you think, oh, 6 months is a long time. Well, a bull cycle is 4 years, right? If you look at where we are right now, we are just over 220 days away from the BTC halving. And historically after that, we're going to pump another 10x. In terms of market cap, volume, coins, everything, it's going to go up another 10x, right? The likelihood of 100x is happening on the market, 50x's, 20x's, private sales doing 1,000x, yeah, like Blocktopia did 1,000x, right? The likelihood of that happening is very, very high, right? And Do you want to be in this position where you're over here having to worry about your portfolio, trading every single day, trying to trade these little wicks? Like, how many people got wicked out and liquidated, right? Let's just calculate, right? You're probably trying to long from, maybe let's go here, we had 2 supports, you long from here, you got stopped out. Short from here, yeah, you made a bit of money. Long from there, got stopped out, but you long from there, all right, yeah, you go here, probably get stopped out, right? The amount of times where you're gonna have to worry about stopped out, made profit, stopped out, made profit, left, right, right? You guys see, we trade too, right? But because we've got more money, right, we can trade on a longer time frame, right? We can trade on the daily, and we can go, okay, we'll come down here, maybe not, maybe we go here. Even if we break out, great, the rest of my portfolio is going to go up, but maybe I'll find another spot, over here, right? Less stress. I'm not rushing to make a portfolio, right? This is the same reality I want for you. Because think about this. Really, really think about this, right? Do you want to be in a position where 4 years goes by from now, right? You go, okay, you know what? I'm right. I know what I'm doing. I'm going to go become an investor, right? Forget this guy's advice. I'm going to go become an investor, right? You make 100 grand, $1 million. You lose it all. It's gone, right? The pain of that position and the shame of that position on yourself, on your own self, on all of your goals and dreams that you have ever set is disgraceful, right? It is disgraceful. And you can feel however you want to feel about it. But at the end of the day, it's your own game you're playing with yourself, right? This is your game, your life. You're playing with this game for yourself. So you can do it. You can start and do it, right? But you guys already know the data. What's the data? 70% of people lose money, right? Most people at lower income try invest, right? There are millions and millions of Americans right now trying this. They are trying to invest their money, right, into lottery tickets, whatever, because even if you're buying a lottery ticket, you're still investing, you're getting a return, right? No different to buying a meme coin, right? 70% of them who win go broke, and most of them lose. So what does that have to tell you? It has to tell you that a lot of people think they are smarter than they actually are, right? Or they feel like they don't have enough time. Well, guys, becoming successful, most people, it only takes 4 years of actual hard work, dedication. If you actually follow advice that people give you, somebody tells you do something, your mentor tells you do something, you find good mentors, you tell them what to do, you do it, you're going to make money. Because we are in a different day and age, right? We're in a different era. This isn't the iron era, this isn't the pre-information era, this is the information era. There is no secret that there are people that cannot tell you to make money. I'll tell you how to make money. Alex Hormozi will tell you how to make money. Andy Frisella will tell you how to make money. Iman Gadzhi will tell you how to make money. All of them do work. But most people think they are smarter. 70% of Americans think they are smarter, and they go broke, right? They go broke, they lose all their money, they come back to square one, and they live in this cycle for the rest of their life. So don't let that be you, right? But the thing that you have to remember is that this is a lifetime. This is a lifetime commitment, right? But it's a lifetime commitment to your freedom. Because if you do not do this, then your freedom will be chosen for you. If you have to rely on an employer to tell you something, your freedom is going to be chosen for you. If you do not have the freedom and passports to travel around the world, your freedom will be chosen for you. It has already happened, right? You spent 2 years inside. You took what you had to take to fly, and it didn't even matter, right? You guys know what I'm talking about. This will happen again unless you take your freedom back, and it doesn't take forever, guys. 4 years, right? Rufus making 7 grand in 6 months, right? Mo signed 2 clients in a few weeks, right? If it's not even a few weeks, it's 1 week, right? You can do it too, and it doesn't take a lot, right? When you master your expenses, you know you only need to make 8 grand. 8 grand, at $700 a client is like what, 13 clients, not even that, 12, 13 clients, right? You can do it. Right? It might not even be 8 grand you need. You might just need $500, right? You can do it, okay? So guys, thank you very much. This has been one where it's motivational, it's passionate. I love talking about these things. So if you enjoyed this, if you really enjoyed this, please let me know, guys, because I will make loads. There's so many more topics I want to discuss. There's topics like, you know, the nitty gritty questions that you guys have along the way. You know, the questions, no doubt that if you want to learn, you can ask in here, but you might have questions you want a video on. I'll do it. Okay, I am here. The only reason why I'm here is to help you guys become successful. I'm already at this point, right? I've got high income skills. I'll never go broke, right? I've got a business. I invest profits, I reinvest it into the machine. Yeah, this obviously makes me money, but it doesn't make me a lot more than other things that do make me money, okay? Like all the different services and products that we work with on social media, and the investments and venture capital connections we have. But I do this to help you, okay? If you are watching this, if you are giving me your time, I see that as the most valuable thing for another person to give me their time, because time is the only thing that we can't get any more of. So if you are giving me your time, I'm very grateful for it, and I want to help you become successful. Maybe I'm one of the only people that actually does believe in you. So thank you very much for watching this. Okay, I'll see you in the next one. If you've got any questions, check it out. And please take action now, right? You've watched it, take action, join the Side Hustle Club, start changing your life, right? Take notes on this, watch this a few times, right? Save this, it's a tutorial, this is like a course, okay? And take action, guys. Thank you very much. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.